Hey guys, what is up and welcome to a quick new League of Legends video. So just over a week ago, I made a video talking about potential ZED nerfs incoming as confirmed by a writer. But a couple of days ago, the ZED nerfs finally hit the PBE server. And in my initial video, I did say that once the actual nerfs hit the PBE server and we know exactly what Riot is going to do to Zed, I'll make another video, give you guys my thoughts on it, and overall what it could mean for Zed. So very quickly, the question of this video is going to be, what do you think of these ZED nerfs? So I'm sure a lot of people are wondering right now, what exactly are the nerfs? Well, here they are. The changes are to his W, not only increasing his W at the lower ranks by 4 seconds at rank 1, but also lowering the bonus AD that you get from your W. So essentially they're nerfing his laning phase power by increasing the cooldown on his W, while also somewhat lowering his late game power by reducing the bonus damage offered from your W's passive. So now what does this mean for Zed? Is this a big nerf? Is this the end of Zed? Is this finally going to make him a useless champion? No. Quite honestly, these aren't the biggest nerfs in the entire world. I mean, yeah, obviously they're nerfs at the end of the day, but it really is not going to just flat out destroy Zed. If anything, it'll put him in a somewhat decent spot, I think. They're giving him the similar treatment as they did to Talon a few patches ago, where they simply increased the cooldown on his ultimate so that his laning phase power isn't just flat out as strong as it used to be. Now, whenever I hear nerfs are coming out for champions I like to play, there's one specific thing I look out for, something that I really don't want them to do, and that's changing the playstyle or the way a champion is being played, such as making them feel a lot more clunky, or just flat out removing what a champion used to be able to do. Luckily, that is not the case with these ZED nerfs, so for the most part, I mean, he's still gonna be Zed. Increasing his cooldown on his W at the lower ranks, but then breaking even at rank 5 seems like a pretty good hit, because yes, Zed's laning phase is very strong. And what this does to his laning phase, like I mentioned in my previous video, which I think is a good change, is give him more high risk, high reward scenarios. So for instance, with this W change now in the laning phase, when you throw it out to fully harass your opponent and try to do a lot of damage to them, you better be landing that harass, because if you don't, that's going to be 4 seconds now where you not only can't escape or maybe go in for the kill, but you can't really put a lot of pressure out as well. This will give the person that's laning against Zed a little bit more breathing room, because let's say out of the 5 W's you threw in the first maybe 2 minutes or so, 3 of the 5 you completely missed your combo or just maybe only hit your E ability. Well, that's about 12 seconds you gave your opponent more time to just kind of feel comfortable and safe in the laning phase. So the W cooldown increase I don't think is really all that bad for Zed. It just makes him much more high risk, high reward, which is a good thing for an assassin. And the passive to his W, where now he doesn't get as much bonus AD, isn't all that bad either. At the very moment, you obviously max your W last, so for the majority of the game, you're only losing 1% bonus AD increase. It doesn't take an expert in math to tell you that that's really not that big of a deal, but at rank 5, level 18, you are losing 5%. So I did a little bit of math, and here's how it can impact Zed in the late game. So assuming you are level 18, all of your abilities are maxed out, and you have a pretty standard Zed page, you have all of your items. Well, at level 18, you are going to be getting about 334 bonus attack damage. Now don't forget, this obviously can vary depending on what runes you run or what your final items are, but this is just to give you a rough idea. So 334 base damage. Now if you have 25% bonus AD coming out from your W, that offers you 83.5 extra damage. However, with the new W being at 20%, well, that 334 bonus AD that you have from all your items and runes is now going to instead offer you 68.8. The difference between the two is quite obviously 14.7 attack damage. Now to me, 14.7 attack damage at level 18 when you're already doing a decent amount of damage isn't the biggest thing in the world. Now yes, there are going to be some situations or very rare occasions where that 14.7 damage was the difference between you getting a kill and you not getting a kill. Without question, those moments will be coming and you will most likely experience them, but it shouldn't be happening very frequently. So at the end of the day, guys, these are without question Zed nerfs. These are obviously not buffs, but at the end of the day, these aren't the biggest nerfs in the entire world. If these are the only nerfs that Riot implements for Zed, I'll be perfectly okay with that. This isn't changing the playstyle of Zed, this isn't making him feel any more clunky, and this really isn't making him lose that much damage either. All this is doing is now forcing you to play Zed just a little bit better, especially in the laning phase with the increased cooldown. And this also means one other thing which is very important to me. Zed is no longer going to be some pick or ban type champion. He's no longer going to be spammed by so many people just because he's in a good state at the moment. He's no longer going to be banned hopefully every single game, because these nerfs will be enough to make people think that, you know what, maybe he doesn't need to be played nor banned anymore. So for me, someone that really enjoys to play Zed, especially in rank, this will just increase the chances that I will get Zed, but it will obviously mean that I'll have to play Zed a little bit better. But that is about it for this video, guys. Those are the Zed nerfs, those are my thoughts and what it could really mean for Zed. Personally, again, don't think it's a really big nerf. It's a nerf obviously without question, but it's definitely not enough to make Zed feel like a useless champion. In fact, he should still be relatively okay. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, check out my other videos as well. And here are my favorite comments from the previous video's question where I asked you, pizza or burgers? But I thank each and every one of you for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.